Looks like I got some friends too. Avengers, assemble.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Well, Marvel's Avengers. Let's see exactly what you have for us this time. But regardless, welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites, to another very interesting Marvel's Avengers related video, where we're finally going to be diving into some brand new updates of sorts relating to the game. And while I'm sure the majority of you Avengers players out there are either like me, where you clearly are currently not the biggest fan of how the game is right now in its current state, or you might have taken things a step further, specifically if you are a PlayStation owner and have completely forgotten about the game's entire existence after having played through the entirety of the Spider-Man Hero event in November of 2021. And the main reason why I'm referring directly to Spider-Man's inclusion within Marvel's Avengers is because on a technical level, that was the very last major update that we did receive about the game up until now. Even though Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix have indeed confirmed previously that we are expecting more content for Marvel's Avengers to arrive sometime within this year of 2022, we're still waiting on a roadmap from them to see exactly what we can expect later on in the year. And while this latest developer blog post pertaining to the game doesn't necessarily reassure me or satisfy me in any way, they do at the bare minimum go on to reiterate that there is going to be more content for the game coming relatively soon. So in case you're one of the few who is still heavily invested within the game's future, I will be sure to link it in the description below. But for this video, I am going to be reading off of this Screen Rant article, which does do a great job of fully highlighting the most important aspects of what this newest blog post had to say. But of course, as the article goes on to describe, after a recent lack of updates, Marvel's Avengers developer Crystal Dynamics has finally detailed the next chapter of the superhero slugfest. The multiplayer Marvel experience was divisive when it released back in September of 2020, with gamers praising its combat system and storyline, but criticizing its microtransactions, technical issues, and lack of endgame content. Marvel's Avengers added Spider-Man on November 30th, alongside a brand new endgame raid. But that update was the game's most recent piece of new content. But when you take the report made today into consideration, a new Marvel's Avengers development update, being the first of 2022, reveals Crystal Dynamics' intentions for the future of the cooperative superhero experience. Patch 2.3, slated for launch in March 2022, will rework the game's war table and mission select system, in order to make the entire experience more organized. Gear will be reworked as well, improving its balance and making it more easily obtained from a wider selection of activities. Critical bugs will also be squashed in this update, particularly those that affect the Claw Raid. And finally, Crystal Dynamics promises to share more long-term plans with the Marvel's Avengers community soon, likely in the form of a 2022 roadmap. While the future of Marvel's Avengers has been uncertain in recent months, rumors and leaks do hint at which Marvel heroes may await players in 2022. In-game data points to a Marvel's Avengers She-Hulk DLC, with voice actress Kriza Bajos portraying the Jolly Green Lawyer when she appears in-game. Bajos then reacted to a social media post related to her rumored role as the incredible Jennifer Walters, potentially confirming these leaks. While another addition to the title's heroic roster is always welcome, Crystal Dynamics currently seems more focused on fixing the game's unstable foundation. And to wrap everything up, everyone, is that due to a lack of correspondence from CD themselves, many Marvel's Avengers fans feared that the game would soon be abandoned. However, the recent blog post asserts that the developer will continue to improve the title with quality of life changes and brand new content throughout the year. While details remain scarce, fans can now look forward to a Marvel's Avengers update at some point next month in March. So yeah, as I said earlier, it's just more of Crystal saying that everything is quote-unquote coming soon. And based on their previous track record, that doesn't really give me personally a whole lot of confidence as to what the final result of the content is going to be. Yes, it is surely going to be interesting at the very least that they are including a character like She-Hulk, even though we already have Hulk in the game itself, just like what we saw with Kate Bishop and Hawkeye, but we still have no major updates relating to modes that the game desperately needs, like a patrol mode or a raid that's actually engaging and fun. Because as it currently stands right now, the Claw Raid is definitely not that. Another thing that worries me is that almost 2 years later since the game's main release is that they are apparently still trying to fix all the issues and bugs that the game currently has, given its quote-unquote unstable condition. For a live service game like Avengers to fully depend on its its player base to continuously interact with playing the game, the fact that it seems to still have a relatively unstable format is not a good sign by any means, and should have been fixed ages ago. So if this roadmap is nothing more than just simply adding quality of life changes and trying to polish the current systems that the game has, instead of offering brand new content and characters to play as, they might as well just send this game to its grave right now. For me personally, the last time I fully sat down and played Marvel's Avengers, besides recording footage of me playing as Spider-Man in the Far From Home suit, was only when they added Spider-Man back in November of 2021. And after completing the entirety of his incredibly lackluster quote-unquote hero event, I really don't see any other reason to go back and play the game, even for a character like She-Hulk or other Marvel heroes that might be added down the line, like Captain Marvel, War Machine, Falcon, and so on and so forth. I genuinely would like to see Crystal try and turn things around for this game, but given the current circumstances that the game still finds itself in, I truly don't know how much longer the game is going to last, even with the updates that they say they will be providing within this year. Nonetheless, I'm still keeping my fingers crossed for the best possible outcome, and I will be sure to let all you know any major updates relating to the game once they do arrive. But with all that said, everybody, that is the video that I have for you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. What would you like to see specifically from this year's roadmap with future content planned down the line? Would that be more game modes, more heroes, more bug fixes, or anything else that you could possibly think of? Let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and thank you all so much for watching. But until next time, true believers, stay merry Marvelites, and peace out.